Ho, 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 ho. Hello out there, everybody, at Homosassa, at the Homosassa Elementary School. It's good to see you. It's been a long time, but you all are looking great. Hey, some of you have grown quite a bit. Most of you, in fact, and looking stronger. I would say what? Dolphin stronger, right? What was that? Hmm. Where that came from. Well, let's say hello to some of you. Let's see, that's Miss Chandler, and I think that's Miss Mealy. Oh, and Miss Donna Olson. Without her, I wouldn't even have known that you wanted to see me all those years ago. So I've been coming every year. She reminds me, and I come back to see you. Of course, we got to do it a little different this year because of this yucky virus. Mm. Well, next, let's see here in the kindergarten. We have a few of our teachers here. Let's see, Miss Marinek and Miss Stewart. Let's see who else. Miss Tamburini. You know, the way you say that name indicates that the origin might be in Italy, you think? Tamburini. Yes, you see, it's how you say things that can make a big difference. Not necessarily what you say, but how you say it. So think about that, children. When you ask things in a nice way, you get better results, believe me. Okay, so here we go. We have let's see, our next first graders coming up. Let's see who's in the first grade this year. Let's have Mrs. Herman and Mrs. Gibbs, okay, and Miss Grotzley. Now that name could be British, right? If I say it that way. Grotzley. Hey, say there in England they talk like that. Okay, so I know all the different languages and the different lingos. And so they all have a little slightly different accent. But that's just what we're all about in America. We're sort of a melting pot where everything blends together, all these different nationalities. All right. Now let's see, who else? We have second graders. You're coming up. All right, greetings to Miss Gortiani. There's another Italian sounding name, right? And then there's Mr. Hamilton. And then we have Miss West. Bet you thought I was going to say East, huh? No, I wouldn't do that. I imagine she gets that a lot, though, right? Okay. Now, speaking of growing up, you all are looking so tall, especially the third, fourth, and fifth graders. You're looking like middle school graders. I've never seen this before. A lot can change in a year. Let's see, our teachers are Miss Sisto's class and Miss Barlow's class, and let's see, we got Miss Crosswhite. Oh, let's see, and who else? Miss Lent's class, Miss Parker's class. So many different teachers. Mrs. Bennett, you're out there too. And then we have Miss Namie. I think that's all. Did I cover? Yeah, I think that's about all of them. So glad to see you all. I've never seen all of you at one time. There's so many. My goodness, I'm used to seeing you just one at a time, but that's okay. And I'm really proud of the way you all have been handling this situation, working with your mom and dad and the teachers and all to try to keep everybody safe. Yeah, like I said, this is a terrible thing. We are all hoping that we can get back to the old normal, as they call it, where things were, different and we didn't have to deal with all these problems. But anyway, you're doing real well. The elves again are back at the North Pole, working on your presents, so that's no problem there. And we're going to be ready in time. And Mrs. Claus, she's been keeping track, and I've been keeping track of everybody and seeing how well you're doing in school. So keep up the good work, okay? Don't forget that Santa's always around, if not visually, or I hope in your heart. It's about the season. It's about Christmas and the birth of Christ, and all those things into one. And don't stop being awesome dolphins, all right? And I'll see you next year.